Video editors, have you been applying to jobs recently, to editing jobs, but you just can't seem to get a reply from your application, or you always get chosen by someone else, right? So you don't get hired, you're struggling to get hired, or you're starting to get a reply, or you always get chosen by someone else. Well, I have a tip for you because I just recently got hired, and I basically had the interview like a couple of weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago. And right now, me and the client are going to start on Monday. Okay, so I have a tip for you. Just gonna eat some food here and make sure to listen up. And if you have food, I hope you're eating well. Okay. Now, if you're struggling to get a reply, there are two things that could be happening. Okay, one is they probably haven't seen your application yet, or two, you just got disqualified. All right, which is tough, and which is sad to hear, or which is frustrating to hear. But yeah, that's part of the process. Being disqualified, being rejected, that's part of the process. In order to fix that though, you gotta make sure if the style of editing the client is looking for is really aligned in your portfolio. Because maybe like the portfolio that you put in your job application is not aligned with what the client is looking for, which is why they did not reach out to you, or which is why your application got ignored, right? That could be what happened. Okay. Now, if you have been if you've been always like, if you're not always chosen, you're always like, some other editors are always getting hired but not you. The sad truth is they're just better, right? So again, you just need to improve your editing at that point. But there's a way to really stand out from your competition. Okay, and that's what I did on my job application. I'm pretty sure like the guy has a tons of followers, he has a lot of connections, and I know that he got a bunch of applicants for his video editing role, right? Because that's what he's looking for. Now, in order for me to stand out, like I really wanted the client. About that, I had to pause the video real quick, but I really wanted to work with that client. That client is a dream client. His job application is really aligned with what I'm looking for in terms of like the salary, in terms of like the type of editing that he does, and also his business. Like I really liked his business, which is why I wanted to work with that client. So for the other editors, like I'm pretty sure like what they did, they just applied in the job application, like didn't put much effort. And I know that some of them didn't put much effort, because sorry about that. I hire video editors for myself, because I run a video editing agency business, right? And there's a lot of editors out there that don't even try to put effort in their application. Okay, so that's basically what I did. I basically filled out every question, even if it's optional. There were also some parts where Loom videos were needed to be recorded, so I recorded some Loom videos, right? There was some like kind of like in the job questionnaire, it was also asking like what can I improve in their content, and I basically gave as much details as possible, and even gave them like a free thumbnail for that job application, right? So by that, then I knew that I'm going to get a reply. I just had to wait. I just had to put my trust that he's going to see my job application, and I know that he's going to reply, because I put so much effort. I basically filled out everything, and I made sure like my sentences are correct, my grammars are correct, and of course when also answering the questions, I gotta put in my mind that if I'm the business owner, is this the answer that I'm really looking for, right? It's not about like flexing my experience, not about like flexing my skills. It's all about like how can I help this business owner solve problems for his content. Okay, so that is what my mindset was when doing the job application. and I just put my trust that he will see my content, right? So, or my job application, he will see my job application, right? And I, as soon as he saw my job application, I knew that I was going to reply, and which I did. Right? I got a reply. Now, this is where the next phase happened, right? So, during this job application, again, my mindset was, how can I help this business owner solve problems? How can I give this business owners value, right, up front? I want to give value up front. I want to give them something up front, right? So that's the first thing I did, which I mentioned, which is the thumbnail. The second one, okay, so I got invited into an interview, which we did, right? And then during that or before that interview, what I did is I basically made edits of the type of edits that he's already looking for, right? So I went to his YouTube channel. There are like a bunch of raw videos in his YouTube channel because he runs like a podcast, and I clipped some podcast, edited it to the style that he was looking for, and basically did like 3 clips completely for free, right, that he can post if he wants to. So yeah, so that's what I did. I basically edited some videos up front before the interview so that I can show that during the interview, okay? And guess what? Okay, during the interview, to the part where he was talking about like, can you do the style that, or the reference style that we put in our job location, I just sent him the 3 clips that I did, and boom, like, even he even said it himself that it is such a compelling offer, and you are one of the top top candidates in our list, and like I can even like send maybe send a clip.
I have to jump.
Yep,
I will email you,
for sure.
and you're very high consideration.
Thank you.
I'll show you more. We'll probably set up another call.
For sure, man.
Okay. Thank you, Matt.
But that's what I did, you know. I basically gave so much value up front. I basically like put a lot of effort in the job application, and I highly suggest you to do that as well, right? So if you have this dream client that you always wanted to work with, maybe somewhere in the job application you can maybe put a link to an edited video. Like, go to their content, go to their social media profiles, find some videos where it has no edits or little to no edits, and download that video, and then add your own edits into it, and make sure it's like aligned to the style that the client is looking for, and put that somewhere in the job application, okay? So that's what I highly suggest you to do. I guarantee you, you're going to get the job. So yeah, hopefully that helps. Remember what I said, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm also hiring video editors right now, because I might be onboarding some new clients soon, and I might need some help with some extra editing. So if you're interested, click the link below, apply if you're interested. If not, that's fine. But yeah, hopefully this helps, man. Cheers.